Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Eisenhower Eagle Football Review. I'm Tim Meyer with Coach Chris Smith, and tough loss tonight on homecoming against the Macomb Dakota Cougars. But they have a couple of real stud running backs.
Yeah, I mean, they got a lot of good players on that football team. They're a very good football team, but those two running backs are outstanding. But that Kaiser Carlton, he's one of the best guys I think we've played against since I've been at Eisenhower, and he's only a junior, so that's not good for us.
No, not at all. And but you know, your guys showed some ability to run the football as well. You guys got over 300 yards in offense tonight.
Yeah, no, we're running the ball really well right now, but you know, when you can't stop them from running, and it just, you know, that's the biggest problem. We had to find a way to stop those big plays. I thought we did well against you know, their running back in the first half. I think he broke out for one big run, but other than that, we kind of contained him. But you know, in the second half, when they used that tandem between the Sonny and him, you know, it was just, we just couldn't stop it. It was too much.
Talk a little bit about tonight's game at 17-7. You got a touchdown from Max Whitwer while you're down 17-0, but you got a touchdown from Max. How did that lift the team a little bit?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, we kept playing the whole time. I thought the kids' spirits were up on the sideline the whole time. I don't think that our kids ever quit in that game. You know, it just shows. I mean, we had over 300 yards rushing of offense, and that didn't just happen in the first half. It happened in the second half as well. So, you know, I don't think it lifted the kids, but I thought when you see your quarterback, you know, diving in and running like that, it does help. It, you know, he's fighting for you, and the guys want to fight back for him.
We're getting a little bit controversy here, but there was a call against, not that it would have changed the game, but there was a call that we weren't clear about in the booth, and that was a unnecessary roughness penalty, I think, on your lineman. 72 was Carberry, I think it was, for a block. We looked at up at the booth, and to me it looked like just football. It didn't look like a helmet-to-helmet hit. What did you see?
They don't pay me to make calls. They we're here to coach, and I can't help what calls are being made in games. And you know, that's why I try to tell the kids. I thought the kids really played composed. You know, kids can come off the side, complain about holding and their grandma face mask and things, but we're trying to teach these kids that doesn't matter. You're not making any calls out there. You complaining is not going to change it. Just go out there and play, and let the refs do their job, and you can't worry about those things.
And next week you got to go and play the Grosse Pointe South Blue Devils, and again, going back down a bus ride to Grosse Pointe. Tell us a little bit about going down there.
Well, first of all, with all the traffic that's around the area, you know, we went down to Grosse Pointe North a couple weeks ago, and it was almost a 2-hour ride for us. So we got to leave real early, and then you got to go into a place that's tough to play. The last time we played there, it was a really close game. In fact, they almost won it in the end. You know, it came down to the last play of the game. So it's a tough environment down there. It's Grosse Pointe South has a good football team year in and year out, and so, you know, we got to go back and watch this film and then forget about this game and move on to the next game.
What do you tell your kids after the game tonight?
I just told them, hey, we're a family. We win, we lose as a family, and the kids really have a great family attitude as part of this team. You know, these are all lessons. Sometimes, you know, you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose games, but you know, I thought these kids really stuck together and played well for each other, and they treated each other well. And you know, some of those lessons are lessons you can't teach in other situations. And I'm proud of the way our kids are, you know, developing in that sense.
Eisenhower senior running back Andrew Sikowski, a couple touchdowns tonight, ran the ball really well. You just ran into a tough Dakota team tonight.
Yeah, you know, they were physical. I thought we had a good week of practice. They just, you know, they beat us on this day. They were the better team today.
Was it difficult in your team's mind to come back after they got up to you, up on you, you know, 17-0?
Wasn't necessarily difficult. You know, we tried to keep everybody up. The Plymouth game earlier, we were down 14-0. I think we just lacked that spark today. And
talk a little bit about some of your runs tonight. You know, they have a nice back there, a couple nice backs, Cooper and Carlson, but you showed the folks here in the MAC Red that Andrew Sikowski can run too, and talk about some of your runs.
Well, you know, I run behind a great line. They work their butt off every day in practice, and I owe it all to them.
What about your long touchdown run? What did you see on that play when you got the ball?
I just saw the linebacker fill the hole. I bounced it outside, was lucky enough to get some blocks from my lineman, and yeah.
So next week you guys got Grosse Pointe South. A little bit about them going back down to the points.
Well, you know, I love playing in Grosse Pointe, but, you know, they're going to be a good team. We just got to come out there, physical, beat them, get a W.
I know you might want to say hello to somebody tonight. It's homecoming night, so go ahead.
I'd like to just say hello to my parents and my grandparents and my brother and my little brother and my sister.
Another one of Eisenhower's stars and leaders out there in offense is quarterback Max Whitwer. Max had a touchdown tonight, but it looked like you guys were going to score some more and then just kind of got taken out of it either by penalties or turnovers.
I mean, I don't think either of those had to factor with our loss. I mean, I think we just beat ourselves, man. We should have played as hard as we could, and for the most part, I think most of the offense did, and I don't know, we just beat ourselves, I feel.
Well, you had a nice touchdown. Talk a little bit about that run, what you saw and how it happened.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I felt no pressure. I ran at the pitch key, and I mean, I just felt it. I just wanted it, and I smelled the end zone, and I went and got it.
You didn't see anybody else in front of you that was going to smack you or nothing?
I didn't see anyone.
Talk a little bit about the Eisenhower Eagle offense. You tried airing out. You had a couple passes that you just missed tonight. Do you think that was because the wind, or was it just you mistimed it?
I mistimed it. Most of the passes were my fault. They usually are my fault. I mean, I got to get the timing down with my receivers more. I was getting hit some of the time, forcing bad throws in there, but yeah, we'll get it down.
You look like you had a little rapport going with Paul Kessler last week. It looked like you guys were on the same page quite a bit. What happened this week? Did they cover him a little tighter?
Yeah, their defense was incredible. They had a very great defense, and yeah.
Okay. All right. Next week you have Grosse Pointe South. You're going back to Grosse Pointe. I asked Andrew what he thought about it. What do you think about going back to Grosse Pointe?
I mean, it's a perfect opportunity to bounce back from this loss, I mean, just got to play hard. Just play hard.
Okay, Max, I know you want to say hello to some folks out there, so go ahead.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much.
Go ahead and say no.
Oh,
All right. Well, I'll find his put his touchdown run in there.
okay.
I know you want to say hello to some folks out there, so go ahead.
All right, thank you. And
You want to say hello to anybody out there?
I just want to say hi to my parents and everyone, all my friends out there that came out and supported. I love you guys. Thanks for coming out and supporting. Thank you.
The Eisenhower Eagles would take on the Dakota Cougars in Game 5 of the 2015 season. Both teams are 3-1 on the year. Eisenhower hopes to get a boost from their large homecoming crowd. Eisenhower received the opening kickoff, and number 1 Paul Kessler gives them good field position. Max Whitwer would hit Ryan Chargo with this pass on 3rd down, but it was just short of a 1st down, and Ike was forced to punt. Eisenhower gets good punt coverage, led by number 51 Mario Augusta. The Cougars running back Kaiser Carlton gets this big gainer into Eisenhower territory. But the Eagle defense would stiffen, led by number 90 Salvatore Voltaggio. Dakota's Kaiser Carlton would break another one, all the way down to the Eagle 1. Number 33, Brendan Pittman, would take it in from the 1. The extra point was good, and it was 7-0 Dakota. On Eisenhower's next drive, they would fumble, and the Cougars would pounce on it. That turnover would lead to this 41-yard field goal by Dominic Narduzzi, and the score now was 10-0 Dakota. On the Eagles' next drive, number 27 Andrew Sokowski busts this long gainer, but it's called back because of a penalty. Ike was forced to punt, and number 43 Danny Schmick and number 51 Mario Augusto do a fine job of covering the punt. Eisenhower's defense had done a great job forcing the Dakota Cougars into a punting situation, but were called for an offside penalty, giving the Cougars a first down. The Cougars would take advantage as quarterback Brett Drowski would heave this pass to the end zone, and it's caught by number 11, Tavin Allison, for the score. The extra point was good, making it 17-0 Cougars. To begin the second quarter, Ike had the ball, and number 27, Andrew Sikowski, turns the corner and gets good yardage. Then Kadari Johnson makes a nifty move and gets the ball to the Dakota 40. It's Kadari Johnson again for a first down. Then Max Whitwer would hit number 1 Paul Kessler. He gets close to a first down. Max Whitwer would keep it here. He'd scamper into the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. The extra point was good, and the score now was Dakota 17, Eisenhower 7. Here's a nice play by number 62, Noah Lametta, who covers the screen perfectly on this play. Here's a nice play also by number 4, Brendan Rabicki. Dakota's Kaiser Carlton would get good blocking and score the Dakota touchdown here. The extra point was good, and it was now Dakota 24, Eisenhower 7. The first half would end with the score Cougars 24, Eagles 7. Early in the third quarter, it would be Kaiser Carlton again for the Cougars. He takes it to the house for the Cougar touchdown. After the extra point was kicked, it was Dakota 31, Eisenhower 7. Andrew Sikowski would get Ike back on the board with this great run. The extra point was good, and the score was 31-14. With it 3rd and 5 at the Eisenhower 15, the Cougar quarterback is clearly past the line of scrimmage when he throws the football, but it wasn't called. Dominic Narduzzi would kick this 33-yard field goal for the Cougars, making it 34-14 Dakota. Sonny Cooper would make it 41-14 with this 87-yard touchdown run. Number 39, Joe Metz, gets the Eagle offense going with this 23-yard scamper. With the Eagles moving, they were penalized here for what appears to be a legal block. Here's a nice smack by Brendan Rabicki. The Eagles' next drive would end badly on this Joe Metz fumble. On second down, number 2, Jake Albrecht, gets a first down with his run here. Andrew Sikowski would spurt through the hole and go 50 yards to the Dakota 10. He would score on the next play. 10 yards out was the run, and the extra point was good, and the score is now 41-21 Dakota. How about this nice defensive play by number 78, Lewis Hicks? Dakota's number 33, Brendan Pittman, would take off from the 44-yard line and score the game's final touchdown. The final score, Dakota 48, Eisenhower 21. Stay tuned for homecoming highlights right after this.
It's another fall Friday night, and your kids should be
playing high school football.
It's a fun game, and it's safer than ever.
It's safe because the rules, the coaching, and the equipment are better than ever before.
As a result, serious injuries are at an all-time low. Seriously.
And builds
strong schools, lifetime memories, and tomorrow's community leaders.
And it's mother approved.
It's a great game, and we want to teach it to your kids.
Piano, is everything okay in there?
Just a minute, Grandma.
For the first time in over 10 years, Eisenhower High School had a homecoming parade. Let's take a closer look. Let's meet Eisenhower's homecoming king and queen for 2015. I'm with the 2015 Eisenhower homecoming queen and king. That's Jacob Campbell and Melissa McGowan. And Melissa, you look pretty happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very grateful and honored.
Did you think you were going to win it?
I wasn't sure because since he won, I kind of thought I was going to, but I wasn't sure.
Did you know he was going to be king?
No, I did not know. I didn't know I was going to win. I didn't know he was going to win. I was very surprised.
Did you know you were going to get king?
I mean, I was hoping. I wasn't sure or not, though.
Can you punt as good as your brother?
Better. No, not at all.
Well, hopefully you're a better dancer because I think Melissa likes to dance.
We'll see. We'll see.
So what does it mean to be homecoming queen here?
It's just a great way to represent our school. It's an honor. It really is.
Well, who gets the first dance? You guys have to dance together, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
All right. Well, have fun twirling out there, and best of luck to you in 2015.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Well, the Eisenhower Eagles had a tough homecoming loss tonight to the Dakota Cougars. The Cougars coming in and kind of running over the Eisenhower Eagles over 500 yards of total offense. Eisenhower had a pretty good offensive showing too as well, getting over 300 yards in rushing. But you got to, as Coach says, you got to be able to stop them to be successful. Well, the Eagles are now 3-2, and they go down to Grosse Pointe South next week. Hopefully get back on the winning trail. It doesn't get any easier after Grosse Pointe South as they've got Mott and Romeo looking them in the face, as well as Chippewa Valley. For Coach Chris Smith, I'm Tim Meyer saying thank you for joining us here on the Eisenhower Eagle Football Review.